My perspective is like a very simple human being, like living in this world, just trying to make it like one day at a time. So there's a lot of chaos going on. So why this chaos? Like we can all live in peace and stuff. The system gives you norms, like values. At the same time, it can corrupt you when materialistic things comes in, money, everything. Dimapur is like more like the New York of Nagaland. The city never sleeps. Teja, play that beat once. Hey, we about to get it on. Moko and Savizo. 12 or 13 was one of my initial stage, like I started, and I never took a break from it. You made a hit with one song, so the next time you release a song, you can't just do the same song again. They want something different from you. So music is also a cultural thing, like representing where you're from. So I felt like my music thing and my education, both coincided like pretty well. So the culture thing, what I studied about and what I'm doing, so that word culture, so it all was leading to this point. One way or the other, like one or two people had to make it out, break out from the underground and make it to the mainstream, so that they could represent that underground level. When you go commercial, people tend to like, oh, you have like tula originality harai dise. That stereotype, when it like in the present generation, like the mainstream, the commercial stuff, like you're doing this like club music. Now he's gone pop, he's gone commercial, he's into the mainstream. He's not a rapper anymore. He's doing this singing or whatever club song he's making, but you're making music. You need to sustain yourself. You need to make money so that you can look after yourself, your family and stuff. So just being underground, you can't do that. You need to at least get your music out there. I'm grateful to the people in general. The people like who like genuinely support me and believe Kurena. Like never a day was there like when they like ever gave up on me or my music. After joining Infinity, I could say like I could express myself more as an artist. I'm very like open to being an artist. Artist for me personally would be like being that voice of the people, voice of the voiceless, like not everybody can voice out. Hip-hop has always been a culture where like you represent your place, represent your roots, and just being yourself. Whenever I find time, I always go back to those old songs I wrote back in the days. Like, so those I always like remind myself like those were the time like I can go back to that mind state while I was writing that song, so I could relate to myself like, oh, you were like this when you were writing that song. You were so much inspired and you wanted to make it out. So I always remind myself and I always go back. So that is what like always keep me intact with my the originality, my foundation. I'll just do a like very short verse, and it's like based on my interviews. I was talking about my struggles and stuff and everything. See, I started off whack, not knowing how I do this. Just a new kid trying to find influence. In my ruins, I found improvement. Had to make it out so that I could really prove it. Never thought that I'd be rocking out shows, selling out my merches and people want my clothes. They want my pictures safe up on their phones. Now they even recognize me everywhere I go. That was a little bit of fame I got. I had to really process everything I'm not. Bro, it's a long road, better hold on. The world finna get cold when you fold off. Where's that little kid with his passion on fire? Always talking to himself, said he'd never retire. While dealing with the stress and going through this crisis, the void inside my head tells me, Moko, you got this.